Good morning. Today is Sunday, January the 24th, I believe. It's about 10:40. I won't take up too much time because I do want to get off here and listen to the word. I think it's at 11 or 11:30. I'm not for sure. Listen to the Sunday word that I listen to on live. So since my last chime in, it's been about 2 weeks. I am now 2 months out, which is 8 weeks. So basically, every 17th of the month marks my anniversary mark for being, since my surgery. I just ate me a bowl of cereal. I'm still having some breakfast. I'm just sitting here drinking the last of my coffee. And I'll be brief. So, since my last, chime in, I did tell you guys that I was going to go work out, which I did. I worked out at home on live, and I was sore for about 3 or 4 days. So yesterday was Saturday. I went and worked out in hands on. That was my first day back into the studio with her, with all of my fitness sisters, whom I miss dearly. I'm friends with most of them on Facebook and everything, but it's nothing like being in the studio, hands on, all of that. So I really, really miss my fitness sisters. It was really good seeing them. They just embraced me. They hugged me. I missed my trainer. It just felt good seeing everybody hands on yesterday. But with that being said, I felt self conscious. Um, Most of the ladies know that I had tummy tuck surgery. It's no secret because before I had my surgery, I kind of huddled up who was left in class and told them, "Hey, you guys, I'm not gonna be here for a minute." They like, "Oh, you going out of town?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna have surgery and nothing's wrong." But so I kind of told them and my trainer that I was having, the tummy tuck procedure and everything like that, so because I wouldn't be in class, for at least 4 to 5 weeks, and I wouldn't be working out, at home online on live like I normally do. So this so they'll be prepared as to why you not being here, or texting me like why you not being here. So I told them. So I had on like a sports bra, workout sports bra, and the leggings type thingy. So before I even put my trainer, my waist trainer on, they were telling me that I really looked good. And I told them, I said, well, actually, no, I don't feel that way because I'm still really swollen. I'm still really bloated. Not to mention, I am on my cycle, so I'm like really feeling super bloated. But before my cycle even started, I was feeling bloated. It's tight, like I just finished eating me a bowl of cereal, and I feel like I'm about to just pop, like bust open. So, since my last procedure, though, since my last chime in, I have all of my wounds have closed. Um, so now it's the fact of where's all this fluid that still feels inside my stomach. Where is it gonna go? How does it go away now that it's not oozing out anymore? So I'm so thankful that it's not that my incisions have finally closed. So I'm thankful for that because that was very, very nerve wracking. And I know y'all seen the frustration that I went through in my early videos with that. So I'm so thankful that has closed. So I'm gonna stand up, be really brief, just to show y'all my stomach. Because right now I'm feeling like I'm about to just pop. Like it's just so tight right now, and it's so big, and I still feel self conscious about it because I just don't feel like my stomach is flatter than what I think it should be with being 2 months out. I understand I'm still healing. I understand this is a process. And then I think I began to get frustrated because they don't tell you this going in that it's going to take almost 6 months. That's a long time to me. That's like half of a year. So you figure like I done went through all of this, then went under the radar, on the wire, all of that. For you to tell me 6 months before I'm in back to 110%, stomach gonna be pretty and flat? No. What? So it's like I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, what are some other things I can do to help it speed up? Maybe I should just sit back and be patient. I don't know. It's just frustrating because my stomach is still sticking out. I want it to be to where when I'm bloated, you can't tell I'm bloated to where I can't tell I'm bloated. I want my stomach to still be flat even when I'm bloated, like for real. I don't want to see no. I mean, because I've been dealing with it pretty much most of my life, having a stomach, having a gut, having this, having that. I mean, so now I would like to have a pretty flat stomach. Always one of my neighbor peers. I'm gonna give me a nice, cute little tattoo to cover up all these scars now, because I'm cut from hip to hip. I wasn't expecting any of that. I thought it would be like a cesarean cut or something, like a bikini cut. I mean, I've never had a cesarean, but some of my sisters have, and I've had all my kids vaginal, so I don't know how that is. So I'm thinking that it would be like a cesarean cut, and that would be that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll get a cute little tattoo. No, I have to get damn near a vine to cover up all this cutting because I'm cut from hip to hip. So I was unaware of all of that as well. Don't get me wrong, it's no regrets because that was my choice to do it, and I'm still glad I do. I'm still glad I've done it. So there's no regrets here at all. I think I'm just being because I've never had a pretty flat stomach, and when I was younger, before I kind of started having kids, but I've always still had a pouch. I've never had a flat stomach, and I don't want a pouch at this point. I don't want none of that. I want like what I want, what I went under the knife for. I want a flat, pretty stomach. So anyway, that's just, I guess it's frustrating me a little bit because I believe it or not, I still feel self-conscious. I still feel some type of way, when my man holds me. I still feel some type of way as if I did when I was heavier. I still feel some type of way because I've never liked him when he held my stomach. I hated that. And I'm still feeling that way even though my stomach is nowhere near the size that it once was. So I'm thankful for the progress. But I know it's a process. And everybody's body is totally different. I understand that no one of us are alike, not even twins. It's going to be something different about them as well. So anyway, I'm gonna start out really quick, and because I do want to get off here and listen to the word. Okay, my stomach is so tight right now. This is how it's been feeling the last couple of days. I don't care if I'm bloated or not. This is ridiculous. Like, it's just super tight. It's super tight and then it's bloated. I had my underwear pulled up. I kind of pulled them down a little bit. But yeah, so this is ridiculous. You know, this side is still, it's smaller than this side. If you guys can tell, I'm trying to balance this tablet at the same time and show y'all this. So this side is a little flatter than this side. This side is still more swollen than this side. This is how it looks from the front. My navel still healing, is still really tight there. I did get in and clean it out. It just feels weird when I do it. So yeah, that's just where I'm at with that. And I just don't like the way it feels. It's real tight. And it was feeling like this before I even ate my cereal. And all I had today was some cold cereal. And like I said, I'm drinking, my coffee. My head is hurting. I don't know if this is a part of me being on my cycle, but it's I'm actually getting ready to end anyway. Thank God. I'm so sick of this mess. I thought I'll be glad to stop eating soon. So with that being said, I won't be on here too much long. So I go to the doctor Tuesday for my monthly follow up, and the last time I chimed in, I said something about a CT scan. It was kind of found out that was a CAT scan or whatever. I kind of thought it was. I've had that before when I've had to have when I had to have in depth accurate on my ankle because I have a bad ankle. I'm not finna lay in that coffin thing. I didn't like it then, and I'm not finna like it now. So, with that being said, excuse my hair and everything. I've been took most of my tracks out on my hair. So anyway, excuse all of that stuff. I'm not going to do that. The last time I went for the ultrasound, I was there for like an hour, and it was just frustrating me because the lady was a resident. She was nice, and I understand, how that goes. And I'm a very patient person. I know how it is to when you go anywhere and you start a new job, you have to be trained. So it wasn't like she was taking long. She just wanted to make sure she's very accurate, and then you had to have someone, another nurse, come in and redo what she, go over her work and everything like that, and that's fine. I just don't feel like all that again. I just really don't. So I'll let her know when I go on Tuesday to see the nurse. When I go Tuesday for my follow up, I'll let her know I didn't make the appointment. I'll let her know why. I just don't feel like all that again. Is it something y'all can do here in the office or something? I just don't feel like all that. So I don't know, now that my wounds have closed, I don't know where the fluid is supposed to go. I don't know, that's what's bothering me. So I'm going to ask her that, like, well, where does the fluid go now that my wounds have closed? Where does it go? But if she say I have to get the ultrasound just so they can see if it's not anything that's blocking it or clogging it up, then fine. But I'm hoping that's not the case because I really don't feel like doing all of that. They kind of been on us at my job about our PTO time because it's a new year and they give us our PTO time for the whole year. So basically, you just have to use it wisely and at your own discretion. But because we're so limited staff right now, it's like we can't use our PTO time like that because there's no coverage. And I feel like that's really unfair. Like, that has nothing to do with us as staff because y'all are short staff. We're there. So y'all need to obviously hire more people. It's short in every department. It's short really, really bad. And now they're saying we can't really use our PTO time like that because there's no coverage. That's not fair to us. I don't know what y'all need to do. Y'all need to get some more bodies in there because we are really short staffed, and that's unfair to us because now we're overworked. We doing extra chores, we doing extra things at the end of the day. We just doing a lot of extra stuff right now. So I be tired when I be getting off work now, more so than I pretty much ever be because now we're doing extra stuff because we're short staffed right now. So that's why sometimes I do work out at home a lot because I kind of be tired. And then if I can come home, rest, and regroup or something, if I have it in my mind, okay, I'm going to go home, knock this workout out, then, I can go on and after I'm done working out, I can go on and jump in the shower, take a bath. Well, for me, probably a bath because I like to soak. But for me, take a bath or a shower. I don't have to, leave the studio, go to my car, get in the car, then go home. I don't have to do all that. So that's one reason why I kind of haven't been going, in the studio more. But it is fun to go in the studio. It's really, really fun, more so than being at home. It's just some days I just don't feel like all of that, you know. So I'm baby stepping myself as to working back out anyway. But I really, really enjoyed yesterday working out. My body is sore. I did come home. Took me a nice long bath and everything like that. Hot bath. I thought it would work, but it didn't because I am really sore. But I enjoyed the workout and everything like that. So, um, with that being said, if anybody else out there is going through anything I may be going through, any similarities, feel free to chime in, like and subscribe to my page. If you had any type of surgery, whether it's your boobs, your butt, your arms, the lipo 360, lipo, what is it, BBL, ABC, EFG, I don't know, whatever it is. If you have had anything and you want to share your story or your what you went through, please feel free to chime in and ask me any questions or concerns. I can feel free to answer them to the best of my ability. Any suggestions you may have for me on my journey as well, I will be more than happy to listen, and everything like that. And, I know whatever works, whatever works. Everything is not for everybody, but hey, whatever, you suggest or I can suggest, if we can always benefit from each other, then that's fine. Let's just do all of that. Because like I said, I've never gone through this. I've never, had a tummy tuck. I've never had any type of cosmetic surgery. in my life. So I don't know how I feel to have lipo or boobs or anything like that. So this is the first I've ever done some cosmetic stuff for real like that. So the most I've had was an ankle surgery, a boil surgery on my arm, so I don't know. So I don't want to forget anything. I will try to make sure I chime in though every week. I know it has been 2 weeks and I don't like that. I want at least every week to just talk about my progress, how I felt during the week and things like that, because I am back to work. Doing a little bit more. I'm taking my time still because I'm still struggling with lifting certain things, and I'm not going to hurt myself and then be back off again. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to use my time like that. So, my head is hurting right now. I'm finna take me an Excedrin, and I'm really finna go lay back down, listen to the word. Today is Sunday. This is my chill day. I normally, do my laundry on the weekends, and so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'll be waiting on my man to come back soon so we can go out and about, get some household things, and then I'll be in for the rest of the day for real. I really don't even want to leave out, but I know I need to because I need to get some laundry detergent and stuff like that. I think I used the last of it last night, so we got to go out and get a couple of things for the house, and then other than that, I'll be chilling, getting ready for this work week tomorrow. So with that being said, I did watch the Salt and Pepper Story last night. Big up, big up, big up to those ladies. They did their thing. They did their thing. Stayed up. I watched it. I watched all the behind the scenes. I watched the interviewing with the real Salt and Pepper. It's so good and very informative to know what they went through on and off that stage, what they went through in their personal lives and everything like that. And it's funny because my man was watching it with me and he was saying like, dang, I wonder if that really happened, like with Pep's hair and stuff, and her hair getting burnt out from that perm. That really happened because I had read Pep's book, Let's Talk About Pep. She had a book that was out years ago. And I read it, and it was a really good book. I think I read that book in maybe like a day or two, because it was so good, and it was like interesting from beginning to end. So it took me like maybe 2 days to read her book because it was a good book. So I had read her book, so that really did happen. So a lot of stuff with Pepper, with Pepper's side of the story was really true because all of that stuff was really in her book, and it was actually much more that was in her book than to me what was aired. So it was very interesting. It was really good to watch their story like that because I didn't even know that Salt had an eating disorder. I didn't know she went through that. That's probably why sometimes she was looking like she was really really pale at on some. She was already a very very high a high light skinned woman, but it was sometimes she was just looking like really really pale. So maybe now why she probably was looking like she wasn't feeling good or she was looking really really pale at sometimes. Sometimes they probably put makeup on her and made her look just a tad bit, just a little bit darker, because she is a really really light skinned woman. So that was just something to know, very good to see. But them ladies did their thing. I enjoyed it. It was good. I was sitting there dancing and listening to it and singing. I'm like, man, I really really miss this era. Today's kids would never know. We stayed fresh. Just looking at all that gear they was rocking, I was like, oh, I had that, I had that, I had that. Oh man, just looking at all that gear, the LL Cool J Troop, the acid wash, the ripped jeans. We did that. Like when Salt and Pepper ripped their jeans, they had the spandex on under them. Oh, we did the same thing. I was like, man, they really was trendsetters. Them little hats. I used to always want one of them Salt and Pepper jackets too. If y'all listening, y'all can still send me one. I still rock it right now. I always wanted me one of them Salt and Pepper jackets. I thought they jackets was so hard. I did. They wasn't. They was just theirs. Those wasn't for sale. I always wanted one of them jackets though. I'll rock one right now if they send me one. But anyway, I'm gonna listen to me some Salt and Pepper music probably today, because it just felt good listening to that stuff. I was sitting there rocking and vibing and singing like, oh, I remember that. I actually seen them in concert before years ago. That's why I said we stayed fresh back in them days. Everything they was rocking in that movie, we had it. We was rocking it, man. It was just a good era. Like, OMG. They're not too much older than I am. So I grew up with them ladies. I grew up with their music. A lot of stuff I didn't like, don't get me wrong. But as far as their main stuff, oh, I liked. They used to have a song called Tramp. I was waiting to hear that, but they didn't sing that. And I love that was like one of my favorite songs by them besides Push It and all the rest. But Tramp, I don't know why they didn't play that, because I was waiting patiently to hear that song. That was like one of they first little videos I think they had did. And that's when Kid and Play and all them was in their videos too. So you gotta pay attention. They've been long time friends, and that's what I love about all of their friendship. They all really, really started together, and I didn't know that they all worked together like that. I didn't know Martin. All that was so informative to know. They really were good friends, and they really did come up together, and that's amazing. That is really amazing to find all that out. So anyway, just wanted to switch gears for a minute. So you all have a blessed and safe Sunday. And I'm going to get off here and drink the rest of my little coffee. I'm going to lay down because my stomach is feeling really tight right now until it's time for me to leave back out in a minute. Well, leave out, not leave back out, but leave out. So I hope you have a blessed and safe Sunday. And I will chime in this week. Even if I don't chime in on the weekend, I will try to make it my business to maybe chime in during the week sometimes, just to check back. But I know I definitely will after I go to the Dr. Tuesday for my monthly checkup to see how everything goes, to see what they say, and then I'll share the news, that with you as well. So, I don't know. I just have to be more patient, I guess. Just let my body heal, try to stop rushing stuff. I don't want to have a setback, because I am still healing. I'm just ready for a flat stomach. I don't came too far. I worked too hard. And it's just like I'm tired of basically waiting, I guess. But what choice do I have? If I have to eat, I'm eating the right things. I still eat, pretty much how I want to eat. I just changed the way I eat. But mm, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, I really don't know, what else I could do to try to speed up the process of me, of my stomach getting flat. But I guess I have to just wait and see how it goes. But other than that, my body is sore. I must go back and get in the bed for now anyway. You all have a blessed and safe Sunday. Stay out the way and stay safe. That's just my 2 cents, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.